Hello ladies and gentlemen, we're back for more Kubera, and as my voice might betray, I am still ill as my community post yesterday, Tuesday, depending on when you're watching this. If you're a channel member or patron, you'll have got access to this on Wednesday. So we'll just be reading this normally, as opposed to my usual dramatic voice acting flair. Yeah, I feel much better than I did when I made that community post. So this is why I'm recording this, and I'll be recording the Stellar Swordmaster as well. On this fine Wednesday afternoon. But yeah, I feel a bit shit. But, you know, I don't want to make my life any harder tomorrow because I've got nothing recorded for next week. So, we just have to grin and bear it. You know, you work while you're ill if you gotta. Like I did, well, on Tuesday. But I did have to leave because I was too ill to actually be at work. But hey, here we are. So I came home. But nonetheless, let's go. But the key to a development can only be achieved through a human form. You should tell me to get close to Maruna in my human form. Is obviously Shess. Yeah, probably. Well, maybe get close to him and then go into human form, perhaps. And do so with a human who can't even manage herself. That's pure nonsense. You don't think you can do it? Answer me, Shess. I can. I can do it. Very well then. Wait, let Chatan and me go with him. Staying Shess alone in his human form while carrying Lee's in that state is too dangerous. Yeah, but that's the whole point. The whole point is that it's dangerous and going to be really difficult to achieve, hence why she's making him do it, and that'll be the key to his development, you know what I mean? Like, you're kind of missing the point here, Tadia. I'm so sorry, but normally, you know, it's just, you're missing the whole shtick. I'm so very sorry. What did you expect? We're talking about reaching his 5th stage here. I've given Shess too many chances already, and I'm not up for another disappointment. If saving Lenny wasn't enough for him to get there, he's far weaker than I ever gave him credit for. So Shess, consider this your last chance. Can you reach your 5th stage to accomplish the mission? Or can you accomplish it without reaching it? I don't care either way. Just prove you're worthy of living. But what about Lisa's safety? 2 5th stage Rakshasas fighting out there. You can't just leave her with Shess in his human form. Please, you know very well how important Kubera Lise is. But wasn't she equipped with items that offset external damage? She was bold enough to stand her ground against me in the Sura realm. And fierce enough to chop off 3 of Vasuki's heads in one swing using an Anta's spear. She isn't a concern for someone at your level, Tadia. My shoes and bracelet are useless right now, but I can't ask for anything more. She brought me all this way, and now she's sending Shess off with me. She's done more than enough. Oh. That side eye. She's defo aware of something, ain't she? I guess her bracelet might not serve its purpose given her low vigor at the moment. Chatan, cover for her. Hold his hand for a moment. It's done. Chatan will absorb any external damage you take for the next day. Whoa, that's kind of crazy. What the hell? But his transcendental can't cover anything internal, so the damage from the names is still all yours to bear. Now, I don't know if this will happen or not, but the effect of the transcendental will be undone if the blow you take is more than Chatan can handle. So consider it a fail-safe. So if Chatan would get killed, she'll still get killed. And try your best to get things done without taking any hits. Season 3, episode 4 of 3. Finale 5. Also, speaking of the visual quality, let me know in the comments if it is better. It should be. It very much should be. The problem that I'm pretty sure was why the videos were coming out in such low resolution is that the actual window in OBS that I used to, like, if you've used OBS, you'll know what I mean. The scene in OBS was set to, like, a resolution of, I think, 1910 by 1044 or something. It was really weird. I don't know why it was set like that. I did mention OBS. I had to, like, redo all my OBS settings because of some annoying bullshit, but by the by. I don't know why it was set like that. But then the recording settings within OBS's actual settings, not the scene settings, was set to, like, 640 by 493. Again, really odd. I don't know where it got that number from. And so it was recording in a whack resolution of a scene that was in a whack resolution. And then when I uploaded that, so obviously the base video quality was messed up. And then when I tried to upload that to YouTube, YouTube was then trying to upscale that to 1080p, which would have knackered the resolution and visual quality even bloody more. So, you know, it's how those things be. So hopefully this should look significantly better. I don't know. I hope it will. But, yeah, let's carry on. I did check by recording something and then looking back at it, but it did look better than the other ones I'd recorded, but nonetheless, it should be better. Any idea why Vibhuti is acting that way? From what I've heard, this is then back to title. Oh god, these bowls are in the same colour will definitely catch me off when I'm trying to do this properly. From what I've heard, the Kinaras took a devastating blow from the Taraka when all the clans were gathering in the sewer realm to put Jatayu down. Many of the Nastika were killed, and by the time Vibhuti himself came back from a near-death state, everything was flooded. That's Gandhi there. I think that's Gandhi. Yeah, that is Gandhi. Anyway, I can only assume he's feeling vengeful for what happened that day. I asked him to retreat with us to Willov, but he didn't listen. Anyway, it looks like he's treating Kalavinka as a Tarakafite Garuda and targeting her too. So I guess joining up with her isn't plausible. Since Shess won't be able to perceive Vibhuti's attacks, I think he can perceive his transcendentals as threats. I've seen him dodge them before. They seem reflexive, like he wasn't processing where they came from, but he did dodge them. Yeah, because he is actually aware. The little pleb, nobody knows, he being sneaky with the little hood up. Ooh. Also, the structuring of this hoodie is actually quite strange. It's got a turtleneck, like, zipper. The zip goes like a turtleneck. And then the hood comes from, like, below where the quarters are. That's quite odd. I actually quite like it, though, to be fair. So then, should we ask Kalavinka to help? But let's not forget that this is a mission Mother gave to Shess. She'll be furious if he pushes it off to Kalavinka. Look at you, getting all panicky again. Shess, if Mother scares you that much, then I better toughen you up. You better toughen up. Jesus, then I better toughen you up. Or then you better toughen up. It could be either of those. We failed at ambushing around Sarov's kids because you couldn't make up your mind. We wanted to save Lenny, but you couldn't bring yourself to sacrifice the human kids for her. And because of that half-baked mindset of yours, our ambush failed, and you failed to grow. You just weren't desperate enough. Mother's about done being patient with you, so I really, really hope you don't let her down this time. I mean, that'd be a good way to end the finale, wouldn't it? Shess finally breaking to 5th stage. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Lee's entering Timely's state. It's probably going to happen now. Right, because we've got all of that faff to go through and all. I'm sorry to put you through this. No, not at all. I should be apologizing to you. Oh, yeah, cool. Oh, that's quite cute. I wouldn't have made you anxious if I was stronger. But here we are. So I'll do my best. I mean, Shess is pretty quick, but I mean, like, Jesus H. Christ. I know it's better to leave her in Kalavinka's hands, but I cannot defy Mother's words. So here I am, approaching Maruna as told. So this human's the victim of my weakness. But if somehow I can do this before things get out of control... You still don't feel like talking? If you leave me no choice, I know a 5th stage is valuable to the Kinaras too, but... Maruna! Shess? Didn't that human leave for Willov? Why are you carrying her? She had to see you about something urgent, so we brought her back. Wait. Once I deliver this human to Maruna... If Maruna takes Garuda's name and grows stronger than he is now, then Vibhuti will... Before we go on, can you change back to your human form? Are you hearing yourself? Or are you just defending him because he's the same Kinara? I have an enemy in front of me, going after my clanmates out of nowhere. No, he's just... No, I can't mention Vibhuti's name. I have to pretend like I don't see him. Shess, you'll have to wait until I'm done with this impossible bastard who won't reason. Then I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Yeah, I need to be firm. I've come too far to fall out of Mother's graces now. It's not my concern. I can't see anything. Even if her child gets killed before my eyes. Alright guys, say hello to each other. Aw, Iravada. Cute. Very precious. You meet for the first time today, say hi. Vibhuti, you're the elder brother, so why don't you... Huh? You're being shy? He's your little baby brother, so there's nothing to be shy about. Looks like you got some work to do, Shess. Vibhuti's a bit shy. You might not share the same blood, but I'd love for you to be like real brothers. Always be there for each other, even when I'm not around. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't do this for your sake, but I just can't. I can't let Vibhuti die like this. I don't think you'd be brave enough to say your piece in front of Gahadhava like that. Oh my god, Chandra! What a guy, we haven't seen him in so long. You know, it's actually been that long since Chandra's been in a chapter that I genuinely don't remember how I did Chandra's voice. So if Chandra ever shows up again and I have to voice him properly, I genuinely don't know if I'm going to be able to do the same as I did. I genuinely don't remember how I did it. I can listen back to it, but that doesn't help because obviously the voice you hear internally, the way you hear yourself speak is different to how others perceive your speech. Like your voice. I think it was a little something like this. A lot of you were worried it was bad for my voice, but if I'm being honest, it's not too bad. If anything, it doesn't even hurt. Yeah, I think that was about like that. Let me know. You don't have anything to apologize to me. You didn't do anything to apologize to me. It's just, I'm genuinely surprised. I mean, you're always so scared to speak up in front of Iravada. But then, I guess that's with developmental trauma. That's what developmental trauma does to someone. So I'd guess that... Actually, never mind. That's up to you to find out. But that key to your development you haven't found all this time. It might just be about finding the resolve to stand up to your greatest trauma. Your mother. You don't dare defy. To be continued. That's cruel. Oh. Oh, my brother in Christ. Look at it. Look at him. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Right. You know what time it is? Blog post time. Gotta get there first. We're nearly there. There we go. And this is where the filter will pop off. Probably way before I snap my fingers. Season 3, episode 403, finale 5. Height disparity ignored. Our is quite high up, but Tadia ignores that easily. Some were curious about my Tadia's well-being. If she were a human, she'd be over 100 years old. No news is good news. If I were the ones to mention it first, then maybe... I don't quite get that one. Even though it's drawn like this, they're actually moving quite quickly and covering a lot of ground. Do you remember when he took round? Yeah, Shess is very fast. I remember that. Yeah. See, I knew I remembered that, right? Everybody in the third stage, Shess in first stage. Everyone has a tail. Does Shess have a tail? He does. However, unlike when he was younger, he doesn't walk around with it hanging out of his clothes. He could if he wanted to. His tail is quite short. So it's a bit tricky. A tail would make a hole in your clothes, right? It's fine if the tail is bushy, but I wonder if Shess's tail would show the hole as it sways, or is it just me? It looks quite fine. All buffed up. One asked me the reason he developed in Sura form when Suras get their key of development only in their human form. But Shess developed in human form first. Yeah, you see him like glow white. Yeah. The moment just before his Surification. Shess in human form doesn't have horns. What? I've always had a cough, not a cold, but it's gotten worse lately. Oh, hope you feel better, Cargo. So I've been taking something called bellflower root extract, but it hasn't really helped. If you know any good methods, please let me know. For a cough, honey and tea. Like, genuinely. Honey and tea. It's been my go-to ever. Even before I did this voice acting shtick, it's always been honey and tea. There's wonders for the throat. Might not get rid of the cough outright, but it'll definitely soothe any likely soothe any agitation you're having. Not that this advice will ever reach you, or be relevant by the time that it could. But yeah, hope you feel better, Corrigan. But I could have sworn, hold on. Shess does have horns in human form, what? Oh, just before he surfies, duh. Oh my god, learn to read. Yeah, here, look. His horns are gone. Yeah. Again, I knew it was this moment that he broke into 5th stage. Yeah, right, well. There it is. I hope you'll enjoy it. Leave a like, comment, sub, notification bell, usual YouTube stuff. And out of the way. Until you have time for another video. But ta for now.